welcome to Aventime. We're your hosts, Kat,
And Maddie.
discuss a wide variety of topics. I almost messed it up.
I
remember.
to get that post-it note.
Yep. Well, nope. It's more fun when I mess it up.
Okay.
So we missed a couple of weeks of recording because life is fun and sucks all the time. But we're here now, so yay! You're feeling better. They're still tearing up my roof, but like we're in a lull. So what can you do?
We're in a roof lull.
Roof lull. So yeah, if we start hearing them getting back to work, we'll probably cut it short. But we're not gonna go too long today, right, Maddie? Right?
Probably.
Right?
Maybe.
No.
Who knows?
Let's talk, because the anime season is over, pretty much. I think almost every show has ended at this point. By the time this goes up, yeah, everything will have ended. We'll be into the next season. So there are two shows I know for sure we both watched. Spy Family and Kaguya.
Yep.
Sama. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's do Love is War because otherwise I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
Except for the ending.
Yeah, it's the sad thing. Like, I'm really glad I didn't watch this week to week, because I would have stopped. That middle bit was really stupid and boring and didn't further the plot.
It was just side stories.
Yeah, it was like, okay, great, there's a rap battle. Yeah, we know he's bad at stuff and then he works hard and he gets good. We've done this before, and I get that that is also the joke. But it's not funny and it doesn't further the plot. But then you get to the festival, and that was great.
The Culture Festival arc was good.
Yeah, it was fun, and it was sweet, and you had this countdown going, because, whoa, if she doesn't confess first, I'm going to confess, and then they...
It was nice because it was, finally it was just like, okay, don't worry guys, it'll happen. You know, by the end of this, we'll know. They'll at least know. And I'm like, freaking finally, because I'm so tired.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, when your whole gimmick is will they, won't they, but you know that they both will, and it's just waiting for that to happen. It's like, ugh, just get on with it. Please. The tension is too much. It's... And you get to a point where it's like, how much more can you stall this? Like...
Yeah.
But that last episode was adorable. I even got a teary eye.
Ooh,
when all the... Yeah, well, that's easy. I cry a lot. But no, it was like, oh, this is really sweet, and we get to find out when he fell in love with her, and kind of, sort of how she fell in love with him too, I guess, but...
Sort of, maybe.
Yeah, it was all very cute, but then it was like... That was a lot of build-up for two really good episodes.
Yeah.
And... I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people really enjoyed it. Like, a lot of people are calling it the show's show of the season, and it's like, when you have both Spy Family and Descendants of a Bookworm, you just can't say that. But yeah, I agree with you. I found the middle bit really forgettable. Even though my plan was to marathon it, I actually watched it over like 5 days because I just couldn't bring myself to watch more than an episode or two at a time. I was like, I just don't care. Fucking go out or don't.
Yeah.
At this point, I am over it. And that was kind of my worry when I first watched the show back when it first aired. I watched the first episode and I'm like, I can't take an entire season of this. It's now been 3.
Yeah.
But at least...
just tiring. It was just tiring.
Yeah, it was still cute. I didn't hate it. I just wish there was... got to this point faster. Apparently the next arc is a lot of fun, according to people who are caught up with the story. Again, I think we are getting a season 4, and I think we're getting it soon. As in, like, fall or winter. But yeah, again, I don't think I'll be able to ever watch the show week to week because I can't stand the. Are we gonna get a gag episode or are we gonna get a furthering the plot episode? So, and I hate that for all shows. I want to make that absolutely clear. It's if there is a show where the plot isn't being furthered so that they can do a funny episode or just a side episode that does nothing, don't have time for that.
I'm trying to think of animes that do that I like, but I don't watch shows, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and also it was more a thing when I was younger where you'd have filler arcs in episodes.
That's true.
That isn't the case as much now that most seasons are like 13 episodes and then maybe you'll get 2 seasons butted up against each other to get a 24 to 26 episode season.
Yep.
But no, back in the day it was like, "Oh, this show runs all year." But it's past where the manga is or the light novel is, so you get to make shit up. Looking at you, Full Metal Alchemist. But hey, we got a sequel to that. That was better, apparently. I still argue that the first chunk of the original anime is better than the first couple of episodes of Brotherhood. But then Brotherhood exceeds it and is much better. Well, that's just my personal opinion as someone who has seen both. Anything else you want to add about Kaguya-sama other than like you were disappointed? That it was kind of boring.
It was boring up until the last arc.
Yeah.
I watched the stuff. I was never like, oh my god, need to catch up on Love is War.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I'm trying to remember. I'm watching like a lot of things simultaneously, so that's cutesy anime. You know what else is cutesy anime? You know, Spy Family. You know what else is cutesy anime? Komi Can't Communicate. And it's just like I have a lot of that I'm watching, and you know what? Komi really climbed on my list.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I might get because I still haven't seen the second season. I watched the first chunk, which was like 13 episodes, I think. So
there's one sick episode.
Oh, okay. So that's jumping up on the list.
There's one. I mean, I don't know if it's a full episode of Sick, but it's definitely an you know, one of those arcs. You know that they know where it's.
I just need a little bit of the Sick, and yes, I can. Okay,
Yeah.
I will. Because like the thing I didn't like about Komi was that one character who like literally kidnaps the guy and quite realistically threatens to murder him. I didn't like her.
I still don't like her.
Very difficult to enjoy because it's like it's played up for laughs. Haha! She literally kidnapped this guy and planned to throw him in the river. Ha! It's like that's not very funny.
It is not.
I love that when it's just Komi and him.
Tadano.
It's great.
He's designed to be forgettable. I mean, I don't forget him because I watch it a lot, but like he is like the you know. He's that character because each character of Komi has like it is a stereotype. Like each one is a stereotype. You haven't met Pretty Boy yet. You might like.
No, I haven't.
You might find Pretty Boy funny.
Well, that's good because
he is the guy who's just like they're at like you know a school field trip and tourists want to take like a picture in front of a thing, but he's like, oh, you want to take a picture of me? Of course, you know that kind of it was funny.
Gotcha.
Pretty Boy's amusing and it's not played
Pretty Boy.
yeah obnoxious Pretty Boy, and he has silent guy narrator next to him, so he says stuff and then the narrator goes like ding, no he didn't, or ding, they didn't think that, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. Token boy narrator. I love Token boy narrator. Anyway, yeah, Komi jumped on my list.
That's good. Spy
Family I guess might have, the ending really, it's like okay, Kaguya, low. Spy Family, high. Well, honestly, it was like Spy. It's like okay, 3-1, right? Lowest, Komi, then Kaguya, then Spy Family, and then now at the very end, be quiet, phone. At the very end, it's like okay, lowest. Probably Kaguya, then Spy Family, and then Komi.
Wow.
And it's just like. Wow, these seasons are a roller coaster, aren't they?
They are. For me, I agree. Spy Family was incredible. I loved every episode. I don't know why I thought this. I thought we were doing the 2 seasons consecutive. I thought, because I knew there were 2 seasons, I thought we were doing one now and then one in summer. But we're not getting the next one till October.
I'm upset.
Why would you stop on a fun, chill episode when it's technically your season finale?
Penguin Park. It was so chill. I didn't realize that was the last episode.
Neither did I. I knew it was the last episode of that core. I knew that was going to be the end of that of spring 2022 for Spy Family, but I figured it would just roll into summer 2022. And especially cuz like in the episode right before that one, the very end of the episode we're introduced to Bond. The dog.
Is that the dog? Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
I believe the dog's name is Bond. That's what I keep seeing people call it. I don't know for sure. But it's like, if you wanted to have a good season finale, why not swap those 2 episodes? Why not have the Penguin Park episode?
Yeah, like end it on the little bit where, like, you know.
Oh, you're gonna meet this dog next time.
The dog. Oh, speaking of dog. Hi, puppy. Hi.
Hi, puppy.
No, you're not getting any of my burrito. Yeah, I know. Actually, there you go. He's a little piece. There you go. I spoil my dog.
Aww.
But yeah, I was like, these were my words, because we have the rule of 2. Otherwise, we'll binge watch stuff. So whenever we sit down to eat, we watch 2 episodes of something that's 20 minutes long each.
Yeah.
And that episode happened, right? And it was just like, ooh. It was like, she was like, I want a dog, and I was like, I didn't make the connection, and then I was like, oh wait, I heard someone said dog was best character. Oh, there's a dog. Oh, we haven't met the dog. Oh, we're gonna meet the dog. Oh, I'm so excited, and then it was like, okay, next thing. Oh, dog is like in experimental dog prison. I don't know. The scary. Oh, which one of these dogs is it? Oh, it's Big Floofer dog. Oh, you just and then he gets like the flash of the family. I'm like, oh, okay, mystical Floofer dog. Interesting. I'm ready to learn about him. And then it's like,
yep.
Hey guys, Penguin Park, and I'm like, that's not the dog.
Yeah. I think I even said in the anime channel, oh my god, I'm so excited for next week because we're gonna learn more about the dog. And then Penguin Park, which was a fine episode. It was fine. It was cute, but it wasn't the end of a season where you have a 3-month gap now. Cute. I don't know why they did it in that order.
Yeah.
Because I might be wrong, but I think you could change those 2 episodes order and lose nothing.
Yeah, like the story, it's not.
It's episodic.
Yeah, it's like you could have had Penguin Park, and then had the little thing of talking of, you should get a reward for that thing you did a couple episodes ago because it's still fresh. Like, she has it still. But no.
Yeah, and she even gets the thing. She even gets the thing that they've been working towards in that episode. That could have been the season finale. And I would have no sour feelings about the show. And I still don't have sour feelings about the show. I still love it, but like, man, that was a letdown for a final episode.
Yeah.
And if it had just rolled into the next season, I wouldn't care. Then I wouldn't even think twice about it. It would have been like, oh, okay, that was just a cute little interlude in between seasons. Fun.
I just couldn't, but yeah, that last episode, like, and at the time it was like, oh, that's a cute episode. It was funny. Oh, haha. She, he did that thing, and then little girl was like, I was like, she's gonna pretend to get kidnapped because she knows her mom's a killer, and then she did, and I was like, ha, that's great. And then they both said wow, and I was like, ha, that's funny. And then it was like, it's over, and I was like, cool, all right, next episode. And I was like, no, there's no next episode.
No.
So it was like the after bit of like, wait, but that's not season finale worthy.
No.
What?
It really, really isn't. Like, yeah, I would love to be at the meeting where they decided which episode would be the end of the season, and perhaps, unbeknownst to us, they were planning to roll right into summer, but like shit happens. I get it. Because I swear to God, I heard somebody talking about the fact that they were doing 24 concurrent episodes, and that's not what we got. We got 12. So I don't know. Maybe something behind the scenes changed plans, and this was an unfortunate mishap in regard to that. But yeah, I was shocked that that was the episode they decided to end the season on, and that we would have to wait another 3 months for it.
Yeah.
Because waiting sucks.
Waiting sucks.
What other shows are you watching this season?
Well, okay. I do like Comey was good. It really, you know, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but like each time I go in, I'm just like, okay, how much progress are we gonna get today? You know, like I don't know. It's good, and then there's a lot. Most of the stereotypes don't piss me off, so it's it's
For
fun.
me, it was really just the one.
Yeah,
But the one, it was a big piss off. So it was like, man, I really hope she isn't in this episode.
yeah. She's around still, and she still does like the crazy like touch me or
Yeah,
I want to touch her, but like
Ugh.
I won't say she's like toned down, but it's like it's less so. And then like the couple of times she actually gets the nerve to like ask Comey for like things, I guess. It's like it's not anger inducing
Right.
anymore. So, yeah, Koei was good. I finished Shield Hero. I know I've been complaining a
Oh.
lot. It actually, it picked up at the end. It was fine. It was good.
Okay.
You know.
I'll be watching Shield Hero next. So in all of this, I ended up getting a PS5 thanks to a friend telling me about a restocking account focused on Canada that actually was updating.
Oh. Good
He literally told me about this account, and I'm like, great. And I looked, I'm like, oh, they tweeted within the last hour. Oh, shit, it's still in stock.
Yeah, that's how I got my 2.
Yeah. So that arrived, and I moved the PS4 into the main room because now I can watch Twitch and Crunchyroll on a big TV with surround sound, and that's kind of nice. So that's how I watch Kaguya, and I don't know about you, but I'm useless in the morning, so I just kind of like watch a couple of episodes of something, and then I come upstairs. So that's my next one is gonna be Shield Hero. Even though I'm really worried that I won't like it anymore, but we'll see, and then we can discuss.
It's like, okay, so like the things I complained about, I don't know if I did it on air or off air. I think I did it off air.
I think you did it on air.
Oh, did I do it on air? Anyway, the things I complained about, they still happen. However, it's not like whole arc gone.
Oh, okay.
It's like 1/2 episode gone.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. I spoke a little too soon. There's reasons this happened. Okay. And then yeah, okay. Well, I'm talking anymore, we'll spoil it. But yeah. So then I was like, oh yeah, it's like cool, neat. Oh yeah, that's all right. Like that's basically my end of this. Like, okay, you got me for another season. I'm interested.
Which we already had announced
yes,
like years ago.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
It's good that they've got you for another season.
Sorry, sorry. I don't answer my mom right away. Like I need, But that is an anime that it also ends on it has a proper finale. It has the episode 12, but there's an episode 13. And I thought it would be more epilogue-y. I thought it'd be more it is kind of epilogue-y, but it's more like, haha, the danger's past. They're all talking. Haha, let's reminisce about these little bits that we didn't see, like the tiny little fun episode where they're like reminiscing about what happened during the arc, but like the bits we didn't see that's like cute and jokesy and stuff.
Okay.
So like the
Which
last
is fine
because
like,
it's episode
I get
13. Like it's basically an extra thing because they had the proper finale. Like it was a finale. I was really surprised I saw episode 13. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like extra. But yeah, it does do kind of a similar thing of like, oh, another episode. Oh, just it's side stories. Just get some side stories. have fun with that. But we do have an announced, like we already knew season 3 is coming, so like they kind of have wiggle room to do something like that.
And hopefully it's coming soon because like again, it was announced a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I know COVID pushed everything back, but like again, it was announced a couple of years ago. Hopefully it didn't push that back too far.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I do, recovered from the Great
Oh.
Plague, but that cough sticks around a little bit. Um, let's see. Okay, so we were watching. I gotta remember what. Okay, so I said Komi, Shield Hero, Kaguya,
Mhm.
Spy Family. I'm still in the process of like Bungo Stray Dogs is like our in between stuff because Jesus, I
Nice.
didn't realize how much was out.
Oh yeah, there's quite a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Including a movie.
Yeah, he told me that. He's like, yeah, there's a movie right there, and I was like, what the hell? When Kat said movie, it didn't register to me that we had it all. Like it's all here.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, watching Bungo. I think there's like little bits of like random freaking animes that Sal watches. Like, oh god, I can't even with these titles anymore, man. It's like, I guess it's okay. I can't even with the title, but it's a guy who gets isekai'd. He's just a normal
Yeah,
dude.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
But he becomes a king, and he's just like a super like chill, like he's just trying to fix the economy, and his one power is he can put his consciousness in an object, into objects. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It wasn't the original one I thought you were talking about, but I do know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
if I say there's a guy he gets isekai, that's like 50 shows.
It is like 50 shows. The one I thought you were talking about were the one where he's like a nobody and then he goes and his sister ends up getting isekai as well.
No,
and
that I
she
talked
feels-
about that already, didn't I?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you did.
He did watch that. I
That's
haven't.
why I thought that's what you were talking
No,
about.
he
It's
already
like-
knows. He already knows that I will not like he's talked to me about it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna even attempt to. But this other
No.
oh, here we go. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom.
Mhm.
Uh
And you know what's really funny about that particular premise of a guy getting isekai as a king and trying to change the economy through blah blah blah? That describes more than one show, but I still knew what show
Yeah.
you were talking
it was
about.
this season. Oh,
Mhm.
not history. Oh crap. Listen, well, I guess history works. Shield Hero, Bungo. How a realist hero? Okay, well he's watched. Oh wow, he binged this. Oh, I know what day this was. Kaguya, Spy Family. Banished from the heroes party, I decided to something.
That was fine.
Yeah,
It was, yeah.
He was like, and I was like, oh, well, if you say then okay, I'm not trying.
I
it.
agree. I agree with Anne.
Yeah. Trapped in a
It's
dating sim.
fine.
Yep, that's the one.
Mhm.
That's his guilty.
Mhm.
He says it's his guilty pleasure.
And that's fair. Nothing wrong with a guilty pleasure.
I think so. I think I've said like that was 5 shows, so like that's all I watched this season.
No.
Yeah, it was bouncing around constantly between those shows until they ended, and then Bungo in between.
Makes sense. For me, the other shows I haven't yet finished watching because there's a little speedrunning event called GDQ that happened, and then immediately before that I got AI, the Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative. So like I had a whole couple of weeks where I just didn't watch any anime because I was too busy playing games and reading. I did a lot of reading too. Anyways, I didn't read 8 light novels in 7 days. That's ridiculous. So the other shows I was watching that I haven't finished yet are Fanfare of Adolescence, which is a story about an idol turned horse jockey dude, and it's surprisingly good, at least the 7 episodes I've seen. It might go to shit later, who knows? I'm only halfway through.
Okay.
I'm on Recipe for Happiness, which there are certain shows I call tourist shows where it's obviously like it's set in Kyoto, it's focusing on the specific type of Japanese sweets. It's an educational show that is also trying to get you to go to the place. Like it is first and foremost about getting people to come to your town for tourism. And that's okay. It's a cute show about a guy who goes home and works at his dad's sweet shop, but like he's not going to inherit it because this little 10-year-old is going to inherit it instead.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't get romantic because she is 10 and it's just always that worry. There's always that worry. It's going to pull a bunny drop on me, isn't it? I don't want to pull a bunny drop. You can't do that again.
Yeah.
And if anyone doesn't know what the second half of Bunny Drop is like, just don't burden yourself with that information. You don't need to know.
I won't. I will, because
Good.
that scares me. You saying that scares me.
Yeah, well,
Ooh,
I'll tell you
one
after.
second. Let me pause our show real quick because miniatures outside next to big truck where my dad's leaving. Bye.
Bye.
Don't break my minis. Power of technology. I'm able to mark this so I don't have to search for it later.
Yay.
Okay, yeah, okay. He had pre-moved them, but I didn't want these to get run over by a big ass truck.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. That would be heartbreaking.
It would. How does this? How the? So like I'm printing. Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I'm printing. I'm so print. For people who you just jumped in, I have a 3D resin printer and I print miniatures in D&D and board game related stuff.
Mhm.
What I printed just now that I just saved, is pieces to like a big dice tower, and a dice tower is like it's a tower, and you put the dice at the top, and then it like jiggles around and it falls down, and then it goes to like a basin. Basically, it rolls your dice for you in a cool way because it's a dice tower.
Yeah.
So I'm printing out one of those. It's big. And it comes in a million pieces, which means the way it prints out, because it's like designed to fit back together, right, with like little pegs and holes. But there's so many pieces that I have to figure out each time I print a piece or two. I have to figure out how they attach to each other before I like put them down, because otherwise I'll just lose everything in the mess, because there's so many pieces that it'll be like a puzzle.
Yeah.
And my brother's yelling at my dog.
Oh no.
Everything is falling apart. We are not professional, but we are professional.
Oh, it's professional. I mean, my brother's been loud in the background, and the roofers are going to start any minute now.
Yeah, but your brother does have an excuse, and my brother's
Yes,
just loud and obnoxious. Anyway, point is, I have these two pieces, and there's like a bazillion pegs and holes on each, and I'm like, okay, so how do they connect? I figured it out, but it's just funny that it's just like, okay, I'm getting to the point where each thing is like there's a lot. It was so straightforward, and now I'm getting to the heart of the thing, and it's just like, oh no,
this is no longer straightforward.
This is a puzzle. Anyway, I have a printing service. Anyway, yeah, we were talking about anime.
Yes.
Yep.
The only other show I'm watching that I haven't yet finished is called Dance Dance Danseur. It's about a guy who loved ballet as a kid, but then like, you know, that's not manly, so he went to do martial arts instead, and then he grew up and realized
but I love it.
Yeah, no, I love dance, and oh my god, like I've enjoyed it, but at the same time there are aspects of it where it's like, oh, he'd just be murdered. The teacher would have killed him. That would have been the end of him. He would have died right then and there.
Oh, okay.
When you tear, like, the guy had a costume with these wing attachments on the arms, and he literally, while dancing, tears the guy's wing costume off. That's it. You're dead. You have been murdered by a dance teacher. Do you know how expensive those fucking costumes are? So yeah, but no, he gets to dance for free.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it, but there are aspects of it where it's like, this pulls me so far out of the reality. I can't because like
I understand that I can't even. Yep.
Because I used to do dance, and I used to do not ballet specifically. I did jazz and interpretive, and the costumes are much cheaper. But I saw the ballet costumes. I saw how expensive they were, and all the beating and all that shit. So like, yeah, no, I can't. And then of course there's the two shows I did finish that you didn't see. One of them was Heroines Run the Show, which I think you might enjoy, but you also might find it a bit too saccharine. Because it's just like, this girl from the boonies goes to a school in Tokyo to do track.
Okay.
And she needs to make money, so she applies for a job, and it happens to be the manager of her classmates who are also idols, but also hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fun shenanigans for 12 episodes.
Is
And
it
no, it
Zombieland
is.
Saga-esque?
No.
Okay.
No. I enjoyed this through and through. There was a couple of episodes near the end where I was kind of disappointed because my whole thing was like, wow, even though she's from out of town, they're genuinely nice to her. Like her friends, they aren't trying to be friends to get close to her or anything or to make fun of her. Like they're genuinely nice to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then something changes. I was like, that's a little disappointing. But then it got all fixed and better, and it was great. And the music's catchy and fun. The animation's nice. It is still an idol anime at the end of the day, but it's very funny to see a character who is like not your conventionally pretty character. Like she's not ugly or anything. She's just got messy hair and big eyebrows.
Okay.
And her just being like, yeah, idols, whatever, but track? But track. Oh yeah, there's this totally popular song everyone's talking about. Never heard about it in my life. 'Cause track. One track mind.
I get what you. I see what you did there. I understand what you did there. That was funny. That was funny.
No, it wasn't.
It was great.
But yeah, no, it's a cute show. But that is like all it is. It is a cute show. Not much more than that. But I still enjoyed it despite all of that. Sometimes you just need some cute. Honestly.
Sometimes. I got a lot of cute this season.
Yes. And then of course the final show is Bookworm. I've talked about it a lot. It was good. It was only 10 episodes. That makes me sad. They could have chipped into part 3. I understand why they didn't. But because where they ended is the perfect place to end that season. It was just I wanted more. And like there's a whole the book ends at like 60% through the book. And then it's all epilogue and like aftermath of that happening, and I was hoping that would be the next couple of episodes, but no. But still, I enjoyed, and I look forward to the next season when and if we get it. Until then, I'll just keep rereading the books. It's fine. I'm fine.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. I've got one book coming out at the end of this month. I've got 2 books. One of them a fan book, in a physical copy, and the other one the next actual volume in the series. So we're good. I've got content. I just gotta be patient. Which I'm so good at. I'm the best at being patient. No one is more patient.
I know. Hey Kathleen, remember when you played Trails in the Sky 1 and then you were patient? Remember when you were patient?
I was so patient.
Remember when you were super patient?
And then I was patient for Trails in the Sky the Third, and it released while I was in Japan.
Yep. Okay, perfect segue, by the way. Because now we're going on tangents because we really talked about our anime already.
Yep.
I have been on a kick of just watching on YouTube like ramen shops and like people cooking in Japan specifically. Like there's a lot of videos of like it's just like, you know, Katsudon master or udon master, cooking here, blah blah. It's just 40 minutes of this one restaurant. Like I guess I don't know why Japan does this because there's a lot of videos of like this, but they have just a guy or a girl, someone, a video person, just filming their process, like in the morning, their prep, then the stuff opens, and then just them cooking stuff, and I'm just like, I can just watch people cook katsu and like stuff for like hours, and I've just been that's like in my spare time of like I just put that on, and then I paint or something, and it's just that's what I've been doing, and then it makes me be like, nice. I really want to try to go to Japan.
Well, if you ever do, let me know because I will bum along.
Well, you know more Japanese than we do.
Yeah. Well, all I'll say is, like, every single meal I had in Japan was amazing, other than the one in the airport. In the airport coming back, that ramen was awful. But, like, we had katsu curry. I miss katsu curry. I miss Japanese curry in general. Like, I like Indian curry, but Japanese curry, I don't know. It's not as spicy, I guess.
Jap-
I
is it not like it is like okay? Because you actually been to Japan. How
Mhm.
similar do we? Oh, we never really been to California. Why am I asking this? Shit. Okay.
Well, I've been to America before.
Right, but have you been to the West Coast side of America where we make good
Yes,
Asian
I
food?
went to I literally haven't been to the East Coast side of America.
What
I've been
even is
to.
Washington? Let's be honest. Anyway, okay. Have you had like our curry, like our Japanese curry and katsu here?
I don't think I have.
Okay,
No,
because like there's
but I would imagine it's similar.
yeah, because we're very diverse in this hated place called California, and I've had I have a lot of Asian food here, and I've had curry, and I've gone to what feels like authentic Japanese and Chinese restaurants, and so like yeah, Japanese curry to me is like it's never really spicy unless you like ask for it, and it's usually like at least over here it's like a powder or something they mix into it.
Yeah.
But like yeah, Japanese curry definitely has like it's like mellow and has like a little bit of sweet in it. And
So funny thing about that, because like the only Japanese curry I ended up having, and I had it like 3 times. There's a Japanese curry chain in Japan called Coco's. Just COCO. And it has a chart where you can get like between -10 and +10. -10 being like sweet, 0 being neither sweet nor spicy, and then +10 being like
spicy.
super spicy, you will die. Well, I will die because I'm allergic, but so yeah, it was just I always got the 0 because I don't particularly like my savory food to be sweet. That's
yeah.
kind of, I like savory to be savory and sweet to be sweet. I can live if it's not, but yeah, I usually got a 0 and that was enough for me. But one time they tried to serve me a 4 because my friend ordered a 4.
Uh-oh.
And I looked at them and it's like, normally if my order's wrong, I won't send it back. Like I will just keep my mouth shut because like I don't want to make their job harder.
But that will kill
But
you.
I'm like, I can't eat this. I am quite literally allergic. I will get very, very sick.
Yeah.
So I was like, I am so sorry. This isn't what I ordered. I ordered a 0. And she looked at me like, because my English is my Japanese is okay, but my English is obviously better, and her English was non-existent.
Yeah, so you're okay, yeah.
And so I looked to my friend who ordered the 4, and he's like, I will eat this. You pay for it. I'll eat it. And you order your 0. I'm like, thank you, Christian. You're good, friend.
Yeah. Yeah, oh god. I just because it always makes me one in the mood for katsu. Not specifically katsu curry because honestly, I don't actually
katsu is just good.
Yeah,
but,
I don't really like Japanese curry that much. I got like had it a lot when I was like littler, and then that kind of like I think I got sick after one time, and that kind of like
that's enough though to ruin it.
But yeah, like I love katsu with katsu sauce. Oh god, so good. So like watching katsu being made, watching like ramen being made, like specifically watching ramen masters work, I'm just like, oh my god, it looks so good and like so cool because that experience, like because certain ramen masters you could like sit there and you watch it being made, and like that that kind of stuff like isn't, we don't mimic that here, but
no.
I've been really like.
It was funny. The one ramen place we went to, it was like you were seated in this stall, and you marked on your card what you wanted.
I think I watched a video on that specific place.
Yeah, you marked what you wanted. You put down the money. Yeah. You like pushed it to the front. They took it. I swear to God, a couple minutes later, there's your soup in front of you.
Yeah.
You ever see his hands?
Oh my god,
it was so strange.
Oh, that was a place I really want to go. And did it have like a thing where you could like order like the spicy variants too and stuff? Oh my god, yeah, we saw that video and me and Sal looked at each other like, we're going to Japan. We're visiting this place. Cause
there's a lot of them all over. It was just it was so cool, but also really weird because like you don't ever see a person. You just see hands giving you, and like let's say you finish all the stuff in your soup, but you want like you're still hungry, you can tell them to like add another serving of noodles or add more of the meat or add another egg or whatever, and you just ding and pay more. And it was like, and like every single restaurant we went to, you paid in advance. There was a thing at the front and you just clicked it and it gave you a ticket after you paid, obviously. And then you brought the ticket to the server. And then I swear to God, a couple minutes later, you had your food.
Yeah. Watching
It
those
was,
people work, like,
yeah.
obviously probably not all restaurants are the same, but like I watched a lot of videos and just like watching like the kitchen and like they're different kitchens, but like they work like so what's the word, like seamlessly, like it's not,
Efficiently.
yeah, like efficiently, like if one person's doing, probably is in charge of one area, but like
Mhm.
a waitress would come in, and like if the plate was almost done but he was doing something else, then she would finish it. Like, no, it's not like you're the sauteer, it's not like here, right, where it's like
Yeah.
this is your job, and if the fryer, if team fryer sucks, then you're just boned, it's like
Mhm.
everyone works to make sure the food comes out at a decent clip and good.
Yep. And that's really how it felt like. And what was the other? We did go to this one tempura specific place, and we could see them frying everything there. And it was just like they were in this circle in the middle. I don't know how they got in or out, but yeah, they were surrounded by fryers for all the different types. Like this was the veg fryer, and that was the meat. And it was like it was really cool to just watch them all work. And when I say you get your food immediately, I'm not kidding. Like I can't think of a place where you had to wait longer than 15 minutes.
Mm.
And it was all so cheap. Oh my God. The food,
Yeah.
like maybe it was just at the time. I imagine now with the everything, it's more
No.
expensive. But like all the food was so cheap. We went to special like anime themed restaurants and the food was dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
I got this. Hmm?
go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I got this one dish for the Eccentric Family Cafe and it was like probably my favorite dish of the entire goddamn trip. And I think it was $8. So
Cute.
yeah, no, it was awesome.
Yeah. Because some of the videos I've watched come out, like, I check, and it's just like, this was released 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, okay, it's like, has COVID prices, and sometimes you could see the menu and the yen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
are you kidding me? Like, that big bowl of
Mm-hmm.
katsu is $9. Like, I translated it to, like, $9 of American money. And it's just like,
To be fair, that's what I do too,
yeah.
because it's too hard to do it to CAD.
Yeah.
It's not exact like it is with American.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, that shit costs $17 here because
Yep.
life is pain and it sucks
Mhm.
to live here.
And they want to get every single dime out of you that they can.
Oh yeah, and then that's not even including tip.
You don't tip in Japan. There are no tips in Japan.
I know. Sounds so great.
And like to be fair, I don't have anything against tipping, but the whole thought process is if you're tipping somebody in Japan, you're insulting the employer saying they're not paying you enough. Maybe Americans and Canadians need to, take from that mentality a bit.
Oh man.
But yeah, it sounds like the roofers are back to work.
Oh, perfect. We had
So
one long tangent. That's good.
yeah, it's our entire format is tangents. It all works out. We're good. We're fine.
Oh, I know.
Who knows what we'll talk about next time? Maybe I'll finish Comey and then we can talk about that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know. Yeah, it grew up. It's still every now and then it says the thing, and I'm just like, you said the thing, but it's like less. I don't know. It's less annoying now because.
Well, that's the thing. I think like okay, I get it. You want to say it every episode, but like you don't need to say it every episode anymore.
I think
we get it.
Yeah, it's like it's not being said at like the very beginning. Like it's not getting rammed into your face anymore. It's like stuff will happen,
Right.
and then like she'll get like a little shy, and then it'll say the thing
And that's
instead.
fine.
And I'm just like, okay, it's a little better because she's currently acting it out. It's not like here's a PSA, and I was like, I don't need the PSA. I've already heard the tweet PSA. I'm watching an anime about the PSA. But yeah. Komi was cute.
Homie. So yeah, no, I'll try and finish that. Cause like I'm already, like I said, I've seen the first chunk. I just haven't seen the second chunk. But yeah, for now, I think we can say bye-bye, and hopefully we time it as well next week, assuming that neither of us get COVID, neither.
I'm immune now. Don't you know how this works?
Yeah, I've known so many people who got it more than once within a month, so yeah, okay, you're immune.
I'm
Good
immune.
job.
I did it.
Yeah, nope, sounds good.
Yep.
Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Check out our Discord.
Yes, oh yes, Discord, Twitch, links, stuff, blah, bye.
Bye.